Back to the show, everybody. Welcome back to the Upper Tier podcast. Thanks for joining us tonight. It is a Champions League watch along, PSG versus Liverpool. We knew this game was on the horizon, probably our most difficult game of the season. Really going to be tough tonight. We'll go through the lineups and all now in a minute. Serious questions over that as well. And not necessarily in terms of what he's picked. Um, has he picked his strongest side tonight based on form? Is that where he's gone with this? Obviously, the disappointment of the game at the weekend was absolutely horrific. Um, and he has sacrificed a few people. Sharon, how are you? Love you. How are you? Hope you are good. I sent you a link, Sharon, for that Ultimate Warrior episode, by the way. But folks, if you could subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification button and drop a like on the video. It is a Shankly Sessions walk along. We will be keeping a very close eye as well on Barcelona versus Atletico Madrid. Really good game as well. A plethora of really good quality football tonight with serious talent on display in both matches. So it's going to be absolutely either way, it's going to be a fun evening. So stick with me on it and stuff like this. Watch us all the way through and stuff like we'll have a lot of fun and all doing this. And look, we're at the point now where we have our captain talking about lads giving up a 3-0 and all this kind of thing, the kind of stuff we've unheard of at Liverpool. We didn't give up when it was 3-0 against Barcelona a few years ago, did we? And look at how that turned out. So look, it is what it is. We know we've a massive mountain to climb tonight. We know the quality of the players they have. I'm looking at their starting 11 and just a little bit of envy there, isn't there? A little bit of envy. And then you look at ours and it just looks a little bit, I don't know. I'm not too sure. I think he's rolled the dice tonight. I think this could be his last hurrah if this goes south. There'll be a lot of questions. We know Cody Gakpo hasn't been great this season. We know that Mo Salah has struggled big time this season. But this is a huge game. It's a Champions League game. You know? And you roll the dice on sitting those guys down. And we know the weekend was fucking horrific. Absolutely horrific. But yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't like to be sitting in his seat. I wouldn't like to be sitting in his seat if this goes a little bit south and stuff. That's for sure. But listen, we'll follow it all the way. You'll get all the reaction and everything else as it happens. You know, we're just over 6-7 minutes away from kickoff and stuff. Let's go through the teams anyway. We'll start with PSG. Safanov in goals, Hakimi, Marquinhos, Pancho, and Mendes, the back four. Marquinhos, Pancho, Hakimi, man. Hakimi, what a player. Zaire Emery, Vitinha, and Neves in midfield. And then a front three of Doué, Dembele, and Kvaratskhelia. Let's go through ours. I'll take your comments in a few minutes, folks. Marmadashvili in goals, who our manager kind of threw under the bus the other day. Not good. Gomez at right back, Konate, Van Dijk, Kerkez. Van Dijk, of course, talking about how we gave up the other day at 3-0. Now we're playing PSG in France, in Paris. Gravenberch and McAllister in the kind of anchors. And then you've got a trio of Verts on the left, Dom in the middle. Another guy who had to go off the away fans because it didn't sit with him. Frimpong on the right, he'll definitely bring the energy. And Ekitike up front as the lone guy. This will probably sit in a little bit as well. I wonder what's he thinking on this in terms of how he wants to play it. Is he going to just kind of try and keep things tight and play it in a certain way? Is he going to open up? Is the best form of defense attack? I don't know. I don't know what way this is going to play out, to be honest. It's for me, it's just it's weird. And I think we could be potentially in trouble here tonight. I don't know. So we'll have to see. But you know, we could really struggle. We could really struggle. I just don't know. I just don't know. I don't even know what to predict. I think if we came away with a draw tonight, it would be massive. I think this is last chance saloon for us. I think if we got a hiding tight and we coughed up a bunch of goals, I think that would be the end. Even with the second leg. Because like even if we go in like 3-1 down or 4-2 down, 2 goals maybe, I think we'd have problems. I think we'd have serious problems. So I don't know. I do not know what way this is gonna go. But my bro, I hope you are good. Like on the bench, yeah. Isaac on the bench, Salah on the bench, Gakpo on the bench. He is officially leaving, Sharon. He put out a video there at the start of the international break confirming he would leave at the end of the season. My bro, as you said, always believe. Slot goes. If this is a hammering tonight, he has to go, in my opinion. Right lineup picked. Stay tight, fresh legs, last 30, daunting opposition all the same. I'm scared, absolutely. Can I just say, lads, anyone that knows Niall is just blessed they do. You're an absolute legend, pal. Cheers, pal. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. But let's see what happens here. There's the tifo there in the park. The Prince now. Look at that. Players are in the tunnel. We're about 3 minutes out. Liverpool wearing the red anyway against the PSG in the blue, of course. Look at that stadium, folks. What an absolute pleasure it must be to walk out and play in that stadium week in, week out. Look at the Liverpool tifo. Look at the half. Wow. Yeah. They're saying here, we're following it on RTE2, by the way, folks. So Richie Sadler there is just talking about, like, if you can get out of here with a draw tonight and bring that back to Liverpool, that would be absolutely massive. And anything can happen on Anfield, but I don't know. Last year, this was kind of in around the time, the beginning of the term, where things started to slide a little. Fell over the line with the league. But the performances from about this time last year were really, really poor. I know we snuck the 1-0 here last time. Harvey, of course, with the goal. How could we forget? But this is still a very, very strong, gathered PSG side. Missing, obviously, Donnarumma, who's gone to Man City. But other than that, it's pretty much the same team. On the other side, you look at us. A lot of questions over these guys. A lot of mentality questions. Lack of confidence. Getting smacked up. Players going in on the away fans. Captain talking about a 3-0 we gave up. Like, you know what I mean? Salah on the bench. Gakpo on the bench. Isaac on the bench. He has really rolled the dice tonight. This must feel like the beginning of the end if this goes south tonight, because there'll be huge questions over why he sat down. And listen, it's not that there's huge questions. I mean, Salah's being awful, Gakpo's being awful, and Isaac is literally back off a layoff with the injury. So Alisson is out. So I don't know. It's just, it could be one of those great Champions Leagues. Nice. I mean, is there a certain pressure on PSG to go out there knowing that they are, I think most people would agree, they're the better team. But is there a pressure on them to then deliver? And will they feel that pressure if we can keep it tight? We please don't cough up a fucking early goal. No matter what, don't cough up an early goal. Big up, cuz. How did I know you'd be in? Well, hey, evening, cuz. You look great. Thanks, pal. How are you, Noel? Big up, Anto. Hope you're good, bro. I sent that link on, Anto, to Sharon for that Ultimate Warrior episode. You'll really enjoy it. There's not a lot of Liverpool. There's not a lot of Liverpool regular players on the team tonight. A lot of them are regulars. I mean, Gomez obviously isn't a regular, and Frimpong is kind of only back as well. But I think it's as strong as team as he can pick in terms of form. But in a game of this magnitude with so much on the line, do you sit down on Mo Salah? Whatever about what you decide to call Gakpo, and maybe Isaac not ready yet. But do you sit a Mo Salah down in a game like this? Chizzy was asking for me, was he? Ah, tell him, man, I said hello. Tell him I said hello. Hang on 1 second. Chizzy was asking for you on Saturday. Told him I was in the shop in February. Ah, Chizzy's a gem, man. Absolute gem. Love that guy. Love that guy. If you're talking to him when you say him, Anto, tell him I said hello. Tell him to get in touch. Love to hear from him. Love Chizzy. Great guy. So we'll be here just approaching kickoff now, folks. So they're just doing the usual toss and the exchanging of the pennants and stuff. So when we kick it off, we'll set the timer off here. If you want to kind of coincide it with that, if you want, if you don't, and something happens in the match and we're slightly behind or something like that, just stick with us and stuff like that. Don't destroy it for everyone. If you're listening, Acers, don't jump in. You don't get any extra bonus points for spoiling stuff and all, So we'll see. So. But yeah, we're about to kick off here. This is this feels weird. This feels real. Like to be in a big, huge Champions League game like this tonight, and Mo Salah on the bench. Playing Gomez as well. It's mad, isn't it? Mo Salah all season has looked pissed. And the one time he sat down in a big, huge Champions League game, he's smiling on the bench with the bib on him. I don't know. Well, that's a given. That's a given. He worked with me, Sharon. Sharon, he worked with me for years. He's a great guy. Mark, shag off now, right? Shag off. Don't be doing that to me. Don't be doing that to me. It has kicked off in the Barcelona game, so we'll be tracking that. We're just about to kick off here, folks. And we're off and running, folks. Good girl, Sharon. Let him have it. Mark, go away with that kind of prediction, please. Liverpool applying the press here early stages, so. Oh, Mac 10 with the fresh trim. Look at Luis Enrique. What a player and what a coach. What a player and what a coach. Make sure, folks, smash up those likes as well. Yeah, make sure you're absolutely liking it, Pop out of the chat, like, jump back in. Only takes a second. We need to rally those likes up tonight now, yeah? If you want to enjoy my pain pending on how this goes, smash up those likes. Kanate missing the header there. Pitch looks phenomenal, doesn't it? How do we feel, Chad, about the French side binning off the goal, binning off the How do we feel about the French league allowing them to postpone the game and stuff like that in preparations for the away one? Yeah, Dino, yeah. Mark, be quiet, Mark. There we go. Niall, I am really am really 2 minutes ahead, or is the timer slow? You could be 2 minutes ahead, Anto. I'm watching it here on the RT player, so you could be. We can endure the pain together. If this does not go the way we want it to, yeah, absolutely, Sharon, 100%. Just so you know, I'm at 212 at the moment, 214, 215. That's where I'm at the moment. I'm watching it on RTE2. Seem to be playing with a back five. Are we here? Seem to be playing with a back five. See Frimpong there. They got five, yeah. They're playing with five across the back here. Probably going with what, a 5-4-1 or something like that. The four looks to be operating kind of in a kind of diamondy kind of thing. Ekitike, the Lone Ranger up front. Five at the back though, which means they are going to try and sit in, keep it really try and grab something on the back, on the counter, and take it from there and see where it goes and bring it back to Anfield to be still in the tie. I think that's the goal tonight. Maybe with maybe 20, 30, 25 minutes to go tonight, maybe launch Salah in. Maybe he could do something in that last time, with that fresh legs and that energy and stuff, So yeah. Let's see what happens. If only the FA back their sides when it gets to the business end of the Champions League. The City game could easily have been played on Friday. Maybe something they look at going forward. I don't think they care. I think the problem with the Premier League, Dino, I know it was the FA Cup, but generally with the Premier League, they probably feel they're aloof to everyone else anyway. That they're D1. So that's probably why they don't. Anto, you're an absolute legend. Appreciate that. Absolute legend. Still 0-0 in the Barca game, folks. 6 minutes gone on that one. So we are slightly a little bit behind, but sure, we'll still enjoy it. Coutinho putting the ball out here to left Kvaratskhelia. Such a clever player, isn't he, Kvaratskhelia? Like, he just doesn't waste the ball. If it isn't on, he just doesn't let anything happen. Final third here now, PSG on the attack here. Banks of red players there trying to cut things out. PSG moving the ball around nice now. Liverpool being quite patient, but keeping their shape. We are very, very deep at the moment. Dembele right behind our line there as well. Kerkez needs to be careful that he's playing the line. Solid back five at the moment. Out of play, kick out to Liverpool. Kind of had a feeling he'd go with a back five. Slot isn't terrified after hearing his captain talk about giving up. He's on a long walk to execution. He certainly is, isn't he? Certainly is. It's a joke, Niall. That's why League One will be considered a top league, just another farmers' league. Yeah, will never be. Yeah, I don't know. They're starting to produce serious players at the moment, Keith. And you look at the emergence of PSG on the European stage and stuff like that, the World Club Cup and stuff like that, and all this. There's a lot to like about that French league when you compare it, say the Italian league at the moment. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Yeah, the FA just hope for the extra teams in the competition the following season and bank more money. Yeah. You know yourself, the FA Cup and that Carabao Cup, it's just pittance compared to this, isn't it? Absolute pittance. Joe Gomez taking his absolute time with this. Long throw in incoming here on the right hand side. Joe Gomez, folks. Ball into the near post. Flicked on, headed on. Cleared. Kerkez going to mop up. Kerkez back to Maradashvili. close to a new deal, I'd be happy to let him go. I'm the same. I can't believe it. And he's going to get close to 300 bags a week. And he's been horrific this season. Horrific. PSG attacking down the left-hand side here. Turned back into the middle again. Is that Dembele picking up? Vitinha there pulling the strings in the midfield out the right-hand side. That link-up play by Hakimi and Mendes as well is ready. Ball over the top coming in. How about there? Did we go to sleep on that one or what? Oh, quick switch. Cleared. Kind of went to sleep there, did we? What do you think? Yeah, it's mad news, isn't it, Dino? Mad news. Imagine rewarding that guy for the season he's had. And this guy trying to hold us over a barrel. Don't worry about it, Anto. Stay wherever you want. Stay wherever you want. It's cool. It's all good, pal. Don't be worrying about it. It does that sometimes. Jack Hay is a risk at 60 million. He's coming back from a really bad injury. Virgil van Dijk last season. Needs a new face. Someone established. I said that in the match reaction the other night, Dino, after the Man City game. Well done, Kerkez. Very good. I made the point. Are we now looking for two central defenders on top of everything else we have to try and fix in the summer? I don't know. Got a captain who's on about giving up. We got a monster at the back who's scared to put a head in or a body in or do anything. What's the predictions? The predictions is like Club and Lang. Pain. I don't know. I think we'll try and keep it tight. Bring possibly a draw back or something. We could sneak a 1-0, but I don't know whether. Although we're flooding the back line and stuff. We're playing with 5. Like Frimpong ain't playing as a right winger. He's playing as a right back with 3 in the middle, I think. No. To be honest with you, I don't want either of them. I wouldn't want either of them, to be honest. They pay big bucks for that Huijsen guy, so they'll want money back. And Kwanzaa, again, is it a Bundesliga thing where you go into the Bundesliga and you look great, but like we've seen the issues there. It's very open there for what was a back 5 has now become a back 3. Could be in here then PSG, shot blocked. That back 5 suddenly became a back 2.5 there. Jesus. We were at 7s and 8s there. 7s and 8s. They've just got quality all over the park, haven't they? This is not good. Yeah. The talk, Sharon, is Alonso. The talk is Alonso. Yeah, the pain is coming in at Dino. Vitinha. It's hard to believe. Oh, I messed up again. Did we talk about it too early, Dino? Another Konate mess up. Dembele after walking through 3 players there. Ball out with Mendes, I think it is. The away. Right up over Kvaratskhelia, or right over Mamardashvili. Looked like it kind of got a deflection and came up or something like that, but again, this is more of the same now, and if they don't fix up here, Keith, I don't know whether you can put that on the manager or not. I mean, Konate again with another Bozo moment leading to the build-up and the goal. I know we want the manager to go, but the manager can't legislate for a central defender who's regarded as a very good central defender who's looking for 300 grand a week to fucking have another Bozo moment there against Desiree Doué. That's not on the manager. You know what I mean? There's no doubt the manager has to go, but that's not on the manager. That's all Konate there. You know what I mean? I don't know. This will be about damage limitation. I think so. This could get embarrassing. This could 100% get embarrassing. Did get a clip, didn't it? Did it get a clip to go over the keeper, didn't it? Really difficult one. Got Van Dijk waving the hands again now and all, and this is what you get now. You'll get the feeling sorry for ourselves, and took 11 minutes. Took 11 minutes, folks. 11 minutes. 11 minutes. There we go. There we go. Still 0-0 between Barca and Atletico, folks. 14 and a half. Nearly 15 minutes gone. We're here just on 13 minutes. What's he going to do here? See, even the face on Van Dijk, there's no confidence. He just looks shell-shocked all the time. You know what I mean? Just constant. Again, look. Go on, Frimpong. Stand him up. Well done. Well done, Jeremy. Well done. See the difference here. See the difference here in the energy. See how energetic they are. They're on their toes, moving around. We look like we're walking through fucking mud at the end of a failure fucking gig. You know what I mean? It's horrible. I fear we'll all crumble now. Who was making the decision to give Konate a new deal? This guy is not an elite centre back. Who was telling him he should have 300 grand a week? Listen, the agents. The agents. And Dino, if he stays, he'll get it. He'll get it. There's no doubt about it. What's he doing kicking the player for? Like, it's just, he's nowhere near the ball there. What does he think the ref is going to do? It's a real frustration, isn't it? Like, just kicking out at the player, like, when the ball is long gone. His absolute touch is so bad, Florian Wirtz. It's unbelievable. I agree. It's on Konate. We should let him go on a free. He's not worth the 300k. But I'm so sick of this style of boring football we are playing. Get rid of Slot. Absolutely. Absolutely. But you know what's going to happen, Keith, now, tomorrow? If this goes south and it ends up 2-3-0 or whatever and Toy is basically done, you know what's going to happen? What's going to happen is the press are all going to go in and go, why did you drop Gakpo? Why did you drop Salah? Could Isaac not have started? All these are all the questions that are going to come in. 2 of them have been shit all season, basically. And Isaac's just back from injury. It's mad. Big up, Dan. If we lose tonight, surely that ball fraud is gone. Should have been gone at Christmas. And definitely should have been gone at the start of the last international break. Like, Xavi Alonso was literally telling you he wants the job and he's available. Come on, Verts. Play it out there. Come on, Jeremy Frimpong. Right side, ball in. Flexing out. Yeah. Alonso will play. Alonso will play. Ball in. Oh, just over everyone. They've dropped back since they got the goal, haven't they? Like, we're getting a bit of joy now. Even, you see how laboured our passing is? Like, we sell each player short. They're all hospital passes. And either the passes are good and we just ain't got the energy, or the passes are just bad, the link-up play. I say it all the time. These guys all season look like they've been playing with like 11 new players who have never kicked the ball together. It's mad. You'd be laughing soccer football in a back three. Yeah, absolutely. There's no way, because the athleticism isn't there for a back three. Is WWE credit giving Slot the game plans? They might be. Big up Acers. Liverpool players are playing like reindeers and headlights. They are big time, aren't they? Big time. Do you know yourself? You're looking at it. It just feels so comfortable for teams when they're playing against us. You know what I mean? Like even when we put teams under pressure, like it generally doesn't amount to a whole lot either, does it? You know what I mean? It just, even when we press teams in, they still seem fairly comfortable because there isn't truly that killer threat there. Sure doesn't. I mean, look at our return on corners and set pieces and all, and like absolute needless free kick given away there, shoving a player onto the ground. Ridiculous. Just lazy. Like, look at McAllister there. That's just pure stupidity and laziness. An elite manager will be tearing the bollocks out of that guy now over doing that. That's the kind of thing you tear into young players for doing. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. What kills me is I've never seen the fan base like this against a manager. He has took the passion out of the fans. Just want the season over. The players have as well, Dana. Look at them the other day, giving shit to the away players, the away fans. Shocking. Shocking. Never seen the players and the fans being so far apart. McAllister after getting that Real Madrid trim, has he? Just saying. Come on. Another long throw in. Come on, Joey. Do something here. All the way out. Corner. Ooh. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, Aces. And like we remember how they won as well. Harvey Elliott, like into the far corner, like, you know what I mean? And like we had no God given right to leave there 1-0 up and like came back to haunt us then second leg, didn't it? Went out in pens. I was trying to follow the pens. I was in the Trey Arena that night and I was at Limp Bizkit. Ball in. Oh, what a save by the keeper. What a save. We had three lads going in there to finish that. What was it? Kanate again, look. Oh, he ran it out. Massive break on there. Bodies everywhere. It's great ball in. Great ball in. The problem is with that, Keith, you do think they have stopped playing for him. And then suddenly they put in a performance. And it's like he's just at the edge of being gotten rid of. And then he just takes a step back. So remember what happened with Ten Hag at Man United? How many times was that guy right at the edge of the cliff? Mad. More attempts like that. Another free kick given away, yeah. Frustrating. Just frustrating. Doesn't happen, Sharon. As a Liverpool fan base, we are loyal to a T when it comes to managers. Roy Hodgson got more loyalty than this. Keeper. Hold on. He I don't really know. I don't understand it then. But like even last year, the style we played last year was a very slow, patient style as well. Because if you remember, imagine, look at how many times, at times we had little breakaways, turnovers, transitions, and counters and stuff like that. But we were so patient even then, I don't know. I think a lot of it, Dino, was to hold on to possession a lot more, so you're coughing up less chances. But like every time a team gets a chance against us, we literally nearly think a goal. You know what I mean? So, whereas we need about 20 chances. Keith Slow's already said he's leaving after the end of the season. I don't think that's the case. Good old Roy, yeah. Remember how bad it was then? And it may not even have been this bad. Good old Roy. "23 minutes gone, 1-0. Like a TK. Like a TK as well the last few weeks. He's just looked really tired, hasn't he? Draw the foul there. Acers, did you see the news today that apparently, forget about the 75 to 80 million, 300 grand a week. Did you see apparently Forest wanted 120 million for him? The news coming out today from Plettenberg was that like they want 120 million for him. That like he's in England international. He's probably going to go off and have a real good World Cup, and they'll be demanding 120 million from 120 million for Elliot Anderson. Good lord, good lord. And I'm not hating on the guy. I'm not hating on the guy at all. But 120 million for Elliot Anderson, football has gone to hell. No matter what, we'll always stay loyal to Liverpool, but they're just going through a rough patch of matches this season. They are, Sharon. We'll always, like I say to people all the time, people coming through the club, pass through the club, come and go, different players, different managers. It's the club that we follow. It's the club that's the consistency. Problem at times, sometimes, as fans fall in love with players and they fall in love with, well done, Dom. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. Paris Saint-Germain here on the left-hand side, retaining possession. Recycling again. They're winning every ball here. Every single ball they're winning. We just look so jaded and banjaxed. We look like we can't wait for the end of the season. And God help this club if we don't get Champions League football next season. But they just have, even from a standing position, the speed at which they move, it just leaves us standing there at times. I don't know. Slot saying he'll leave if the payout is right. Tell you all you need to know about him. He wants to adopt Gakpo, so he needs a few quid. I think if we were leaving Dino, I think we'd all want the payout to be right now. I don't hate him over that. I'm not going to hate him over something we'd all do. But the talk is just, he's not better than Rice. I wouldn't have thought so. The only thing is, he has a bit more upside in terms of time. You know what I mean? And if you do put him into a Man United side that look like they're on the way back, or if you do put him into a Man City side and stuff like that and all, he will absolutely flourish and be an incredible player. Why you look at that goal, it's terrible, isn't it? Pedri just picked up a yellow card there for Barcelona against Atletico. Break and play here. Mendes getting looked at. Yeah, definitely not better. Definitely not better than Rice, but could become. Certainly has lovely ball in, a lot of footwork. Just pull the trigger, lad. Just pull the trigger. Ah, referee. Yellow card for Joe Gomez there. They call that a coming together when it suits them. When it says they call that a coming together. Yeah, yellow card for Joe. Just pull the trigger. Why so? It shows how bad our confidence is. The amount of touches we need to get a shot off or a chance off. PSG far worse fouls, and Gomez gets a yellow card. Yeah, but it looks worse, Anto. It looks worse. They panic in the box. See, a confident team in its pomp with its flow and all just slides that pass, or just puts that into the bottom corner. We need about 20 touches. It's crazy. He has a lot of qualities, though, Aces, if you watch him play, of a Bernardo Silva. And remember, Bernardo Silva wasn't always Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva went to City and became Bernardo Silva. So, you got to allow for that as well. It's mad how we get so concerned, isn't it, about the price tags on players, like we're spending our own money. It's weird, but when you see players being touted at that type of money that are just, you think back to those earlier seasons in the Premier League and even the middle seasons and stuff, like, you think about what players are now and what they go for now. It's just mind blowing. It's mind blowing how football has arrived in this place. Yellow card for Koke, I think, off Atletico. Still nothing down there, folks. 32 minutes gone. 0-0. Ball out to right hand side here, Frimpong. Had loads of space there, and then it's gone by both of them. Really good, really good. Oh, no one in there. Oh, that was such a good ball. No one took the risk. No one took the risk of going in there. Game has certainly opened up quite a bit. Dewey, just his footwork is just insane. What are you doing, Mac? Mac, what is that? What is that? That's crazy. That is crazy. All you had to do was try and stand up with him and just keep him out there. That is absolutely crazy. That's just nowhere near the ball. Nowhere near the ball. Silly, silly, silly. Dom gets sold. Look at Dom getting sold by Sarah Emery. So cool in his own box. Hanko off, Pubel on for Atletico. Substitution on 32 minutes. Acers. If they play like this against Fulham on Saturday night, FSG will be pushing the button. FSG could push the button tonight. FSG should have pushed the button 2 weeks ago. Should have pushed the button 2 months ago. Should have pushed the button at Christmas. Like, what are we doing here? Great save. Nice reaction save. Bread and butter at that level, though. Really good save, Sharon, but should be bread and butter at that level. Again, Anto, when there's no energy and there's no confidence and there's no physicality, teams just open us up so easy. Like that match at the weekend could have been 7-0, 8-0. Man, if that was a league game and Man City needed to up their goal difference against Arsenal, Isaac's on the bench tonight, Anto. Isaac is sitting on the bench tonight beside Salah and Gakpo. He's on the bench. Pats versus Rovers on Virgin Media Ireland on Friday night. Ooh. Are you saying that, Aces, because you want another watch along, is it? Is that, are you tempting me into another watch along? Isaac on the bench. Yeah, he's on the bench tonight. Will we see him? Not bread and butter for Bren. Just bread. Nearly 2-0, Aces, yeah. Who do we think, chat? Who's going to win the Champions League this year? Or better still, who do you think is going to be the final? Who's going to be the final and who do you think is going to win? Let me know. Free kick out. Oh, deflection did really well there. Are we though, Ted? Are we really with what we've seen this season? I know you're rolling the dice, but okay, it was a deflection, it was a great save. Well, it was a good save, but should be saving that, you know. You can't go into next season with this manager. He shouldn't be given another 100, 200 million to spend this summer. He needs to go regardless if he gets Champions League spot for next season. No argument here, Keith, on that. Yeah, Wolves and West Ham Friday night as well. And then we have Barcelona. You think is going to win it? So are you thinking Barcelona Real? Are you thinking Barcelona Bayern? Taking that the off man handling the player for no reason. He does that every time. I have done about 100 Liverpool shows in terms of matches and stuff like that, and every time I talk about Kanate's manhandling of players, every single time, it's absolutely shocking at that level. Shocking. And it's just panic and lack of confidence. Bayern to win in the final against Arsenal. Shout, Ted. We'd be there, Ted, for the tears, wouldn't we? We'd be there for the tears. And there would be tears. I know they haven't been great, but still shocked he didn't start either. Well, I think he's taking a bit of a turn against him, Ted, after the weekend. The weekend was a shocking performance. Salah was absolutely shocking, and Gakpo has been shocking all season. So I'm not surprised that he's changing it up. But I did say at the start of the watch along, if this doesn't go right, these could be the decisions that get you out the door. I don't know. 36 minutes gone. Bayern will win it easily. Bayern versus Arsenal. They will slap Arsenal around as they always do. Ball into the box here, straight to the keeper. Good hands from the keeper. It's up enough. Arsenal get cooked against Rafinha. Do we want the risk of Arsenal going into the final? That's the only thing, because anything can happen in a final. Do we necessarily want a new member? We got it with City already. Do we want a new member to this group? Salah has given up because he is leaving. He's just not happy, Sharon. He's just not happy for a multitude of reasons. It's like, what a beautiful ball. What a beautiful ball. He's after going away from the player here. The player is in. Oh, what a save. Well done. Cut wide open and no idea. Like runs away from the player, the closer player down, cutting his own. The other player is just casually jogging back the other defender. These guys do not give a shit. They absolutely do not give a shit. Sure they don't. This is just that move right there, just casually jogging back. You should be absolutely bursting a gut to get back. Could be 3-0 down here already. Yeah, I know you don't really have the choice, but I'd have dropped Virgil van Dijk for the we gave up comment. Don't have anyone to put in instead of him. That's the predicament we find ourselves in. It was a shocker. Look, Ted, his post match interviews all season have been absolute fucking junk as well. Like, so it's just here we go again. PSG. Oh, side netting, snapshot side netting. He knows his days in Liverpool are coming to an end. Does, does. But Sharon, a club who was still in an FA Cup, still in the Champions League quarter final, still pushing for a top 5 spot for next season, would be ruthless and make that decision. Wouldn't wait, as I said a few weeks ago. Are we going to wait till the FA Cup is gone, Champions League is gone, and the Champions League spot in the league is gone? Is that when we're going to make the change? When the whole fucking thing is burnt to the ground? That's when we're going to make the change. Never write Real off in the Champions League. Hey, so we're Liverpool fans. We know not to do that. We know not to do that. That's for sure. No one knows that better than us. Come on, plenty of space here. Give the ball out and come on. Shock and pass again. So slow. Allow PSG to get back in there. Come on. Gravenberch. Hopeless. Look at where Ekatike is picking up the ball, and he's our lone ranger tonight. Look at the yards he's having to put in to drop back, get the ball, and then move forward into his actual position. Now he's right out on the left. He's supposed to be playing central as an attacker. Come on, zip the ball around, lads. Move the ball around. Oh my God. I think he was offside, was he? Beautiful ball. I think he was he offside? I'd rather see Bayern Barca in the final. That will be a really good final. Yeah, absolutely. Um, Not rubbing salt in the wounds here on us, but does this season get rid of the Virgil van Dijk as the best defender in the Premier League? Premier League's ever seen. I don't know whether. I don't think a lot of Liverpool fans said that, Ted. I think anyone who said that, like, that was coming more from the likes of Carragher and people like that and all. There's no doubt he was an outstanding defender. And there's no doubt it catches up on everyone and stuff like that and all. But, like, to be putting him in a conversation with some of the guys that racked up some amount of trophies and stuff like that, it's mad. It's like when people have conversations about who well done one back there. Fairts, shocking. Second chance, shocking. Absolutely shocking. Imagine having 2 bites at it. Yeah, I don't like. There's no doubt he's a very good central defender and was okay. This season he's having a mare, but like he's been phenomenal at his time at Liverpool. This is fucking painful. Why don't we all just stand on the line together and keep it at 1-0? Nothing at all there here to be even remotely excited about. Yeah, spot on. Spot on, spot on. Good shout, keep Bayern and Barca would be a decent final. Liverpool and Barca. Team Frimpong was offside anyway. I was thinking that, Teddy. Just a shade, I think. Just a shade. How good has Diaz been, Noilish? Yeah. He said he left because of instability. I know I did a short on it today, Dano. There was a short up there on the here they go again. Here they go again. We're in trouble here again now. We're in trouble here again. Whip it. Now go back out to him. Get out there. Oh, poor connection from Dembele. Literally a pass back. Kilbarassi just got a yellow card for Barcelona. Yeah, I did a short on it today. I did a short in a day, but Dano, I don't believe that as well. The instability without Klopp and stuff like that. This guy's been shaking his bum for a mill for 2 years. Ever since like we released his dad out of that kidnapping and got him back over to Liverpool and stuff like that. They've been flapping their bum at Barca and at Bayern Munich. So I'm not having that. Did I say? Red card, is it? Did Kilbarassi just get a red card? Is that what I'm reading? Red card for Kilbarassi. Barcelona down to 10 men by the looks of things. That's going to look very interesting now. Yeah, he's been really good, Dana. But we know he's a good player. Yeah, not saying Pill fans, but just this stuff from pundits and some fans. Well, we know the punditry is insane, and we know it always has a narrative. You've only got to listen to Neville and Carragher and guys like that and all. They put out a narrative there, and you can see it. You know what I mean? At least sometimes I listen to ESPN FC. Ted, I don't know if you listen to the boys there, Burley and the boys. They kind of shoot straight from the hip, but they're pretty good. There's not a huge amount of bullshit you have to wade through to get to the real story, if you like. Julian Alvarez, folks, has just scored and put Atletico Madrid ahead right on the 45th minute, cusp of half time. 1-0, Julian Alvarez, the man heavily linked with a move this summer to Arsenal. There you go. Ted, I know we spoke about Julian Alvarez, didn't we, Ted, before he went to Atletico? We were big fans of him. He was very, very good at Man City, but just didn't really get the opportunities, of course, with Haaland. But when he came in at times when Haaland wasn't there, he was absolutely outstanding. Be interesting to see how much it costs to get him over there. But apparently Arsenal are heavily in for Julian Alvarez this summer. That's the talk that's going to happen. Kilbarassi was with a last man tackle on Simone. Was it the right call? Seems 100% saying yes. I didn't say it because I'm following the other game, but that's what it's saying here. So if anyone's following Barca, let me know. Was the red card absolutely nailed on? Last man, you're rolling the dice, aren't you? Still 1-0 here, folks. We're in the 45th minute, so it could have been a whole lot worse. Need to get in here potentially at the 1-0. Oh, look, we just keep on coughing it up. Get out there. That's okay. We're so slow to react. Look, Frimpong being the quickest, he's probably the quickest player for us. He's the only one bringing energy. Everyone else is just laboured and lethargic and just not playing. We look like we're a yard or two off. Yellow card for Pubel. That's the sub who just came on, wasn't it, a little while ago? After picking up a yellow card there on 45 plus 1. We're into the 4 minutes now. Must have been because of the red card. Just half time here, folks. Just half time. Ball over the top, headed down. No one there. What the fuck is Ekitike doing where he is? Does this guy know he's the lone fucking front man? There's a header down there, and he's sitting literally either in the 10 or in the 8 position. Push the fuck up and hold your position, man. You're the only attacker. You're the only out we have. We're putting balls up there. If we knock them down, you have to be there. So frustrating. So frustrating. So frustrating. Half time, folks. Half time. Catch you in about 5 or 10 minutes. Yeah, we will dissect And we're back. And we're back. Let's take some comments. Yeah, red card for Barca. Yeah, denied goal scoring opportunity. That Bayern team is nasty, though, to be fair. It is, isn't it? Really nasty. Really nasty. Where are we? Virgil van Dijk turned us back for a goal again, cuz it's criminal. It's criminal. Nine times out of 10, it slaps off and ends up in the back of the fucking net. 1-0 to Atletico, yeah, saying that. Julian Alvarez. Really good player. His lad had a great party to get the Bayern deal over the line. He did. Yeah. Free kick. Card for Barca. Let it go 1-0 up, yeah. Simon Jordan for life. He's one of those. He's a bit clickbaity contrived as well, though, isn't he, Mark? You really need to be focusing on like ESPN, the likes of like Stevie Nicol or Craig Burley. Like they just go, these guys are shit. They don't care. Like, yeah, I was saying I'd loved him at United. Brilliant player. Yeah, absolutely. How'd you feel about the links to Elliot Anderson? Talk today 120 million for Elliot Anderson to get him out of Forest. Can't see. Can you see anyone paying that? I know Darren's very high on the boy and would love him at United. I'm sure you would too as well. What's your thoughts on him, Ted? Would you have Elliot Anderson at United? See what you'd like to see. But that price. Yeah. I don't see him going to Arsenal. Here's he's happy in Spain. No, the talk is he's heavily linked with Arsenal. Heavily linked. So does that mean that Fratello once Yerke is gone? It could be, or it could be a case that maybe he's throwing shade at our friend Bertha, saying maybe Bertha got it wrong. Remember, Victor Yerkes was a Bertha signing. Don't know. Blessed to still be 1-0 up here. These weak shots from great chances is unbelievable. It is, Ted, isn't it? It's what we did last time. Like, this is what we did last time. We rode our look. I know we're 1-0 down this time, but last time, like, they had so many good chances. And then Harvey Elliott at the death with a goal. I don't know. 1-0 half time. Well, at least we have WrestleMania next week to look forward to. True. Now, let's see. Could come out with a bit of a fresh energy, maybe a bit of a shake-up second half, stuff like that. I don't know. Would he make changes or doubt it? It's not his style. You never know. We could be looking at this match being 3-0. Keeper not doing so bad at all, in fairness. Yeah, absolutely. Considering his manager buried him during the week. 120 million is just too much for him. It is, Ted, isn't it? Would love him there, but can't be dropping that wedge on him. I know. That's how the talk is, Ted. He's probably going to go away and play with England in the World Cup, isn't he? And he's probably going to do really, really well. And then you're going to get the English tax, you're going to get the international tax, and then of course you're going to get the Man United tax if he's going to you guys. It's shocking. And they know you'll have the wedge if you're going to make Champions League, of course. So they know you're going to have the wedge. You know, players are back out on the pitch here, folks. How's it going, guys? Usual night at the office. All good, David. Hope you're good, pal. Hope Layla's enjoying a birthday. Or was it yesterday? I think the birthday is today, is it? I hope you're having a good day if it is today, or you had a good day yesterday. Right. Again, if you want to time it, folks, it's up to yourself. Make sure you join it. Anyone in the chat, folks, well, you make sure slap up the likes. Make sure you're all slapping up the likes on the video, yeah? If we could keep this to 1-0 even and bring it back to Anfield next week, that would potentially be an achievement in itself. Right, we've kicked off, folks. That's a very... What was that about? What was the... Did you just say that kick off there? That's weird. Yeah, it's gone. It's gone, Ted, you. Well, it's going on my screen. Tell me if it's not going. Yeah, today was the birthday, Dave. Tell her happy birthday again. I hope she had a great day. Flick ball over the top. Head her out. Hakimi. Well done, Kerkez. Bit of energy. Went out for dinner. Nice. Nice. What was the dinner of choice, David, when you went out? What did you have? Lewandowski off for Barca. Ferran Lopez on. This could be dangerous for Barcelona here. Down to 10 men, 1-0 down. This is at the new camp as well. The Wi-Fi isn't great at the minute. Yeah, looks okay now. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. That's what I want to hear. Yeah, we've had problems here over the last, say, 4 or 5 days with the Wi-Fi. I don't know what's happened. There was a problem with Vodafone, and then it seemed there was a problem with the whole grid, and it's been acting up. It's been really, really slow. It was horrific over the weekend. Really, really bad. I was trying to do graphics and stuff. Lovely punch there. Head back in, head out. Pinball here. Back to Marmadash, really. Yeah, it was really like even trying to do clocks and graphics and stuff for shows and stuff and all. It was just really, really so. Even the simple things, I was doing some paperwork catching up before I go away, invoicing and stuff like that and all for the shop and all. And it was like even really slow doing that. And like that's normally like pretty quick. The biggest, messiest burger ever. I like that, Dave. I like that. That's what I like to hear. Love that. Love it. Just into the 47-minute there in the Barca game. Still 1-0 to Atletico. Julian Alvarez on 45 minutes. Red card to Barcelona. Kubarassi sent off. Last man. Lovely ball over the top first. Lovely. Come on. Move it quicker, lads. Come on. Ekatike, edge of the box. What is he doing there? That's never on. That's never on. He's leaning back so far, he's fucking horizontal here nearly. That's never on. You've got Dom making a run to the back post. So fucking stupid. Doesn't even look up. So fucking stupid. Look at Kerkez hands out. Fucking can't believe he shouldn't have got the ball back and all. This is pathetic. You know what I mean? That chance was never on. Fucking nearly, his arse was nearly on the ground before he connected with the ball. The kids have been downloading Pawn Stars episodes or something similar, sounding crashing the internet. Maybe. It's a lot of activity on the internet here at times, you know. Full house, plus boyfriends and girlfriends and everything and all. So it must be fairly flat out to pour out Wi-Fi here. We've good Wi-Fi, just at times with brain farts. Just look at the way he takes the ball off Dom there. Like, could Dominic Szoboszlai not look more like like he doesn't give a shit? Like takes the ball down, controls it, and it's just taken off him. Like you know when you played multi-age teams years ago and stuff like that and all, where you're like training matches and stuff. And you'd have like maybe 15, 16-year-olds playing with 14, 13-year-olds in games and stuff. And you just whip the ball off them so easy. Like so easy. Boyfriend's out of the house by 7:30 ahead and the door's always to be open. Maybe. It's like Grand Central Station here at times, Ted. Between dogs and people and everything else. Beautiful ball down the channel there. Remember, that's really kind of hesitated. Sorry, Emery keeping the ball in. Taken off by Mac. Good Dom again. This is pathetic. Is he still in a bitchy mood over the fans not fucking praising him for a shit show the other day? So fucking petulant. So petulant. Very little fight in this team nowadays now. It's only in patches. Look at that fucking pass. In fairness, Kerkez has probably done all right, Ted, hasn't he? In fairness, considering who he's up against. Hakimi, like, you know, one of the best right backs in the game. You know what I mean? Serious player. And not only a really nice footballer as well. Tough. Team would struggle to fight Jake Paul at the moment. I'm not joking. Even with a broken jaw. I'm not even joking. Shame Frimpong can't kick a ball, for fuck's sake. Yeah. It is. It is a shame. 100%. 100%. Short corner here. Dembele, edge of the box. On the side. Snapshot. Sent into orbit. Nearly like a pre-season tournament day now, isn't it? It's like a pre-season summer tournament round robin. Christ, Dembele, yeah. We are getting away with fucking murder here, aren't we? We are getting away with murder here. This could be 4 or 5. Are we going to shithouse our way here to a draw back to Anfield? Like, all he had to do was slot that in the bottom right corner. He doesn't even have to just let it run across his foot and just hit it with the right. Just slide it with the right into the bottom corner. Yeah, definitely disintegrated. No doubt about it. Nothing there. Nothing. Frauds, the lot of them. Frauds. Imagine on a Friday, lads, there's some payroll clerk around Anfield who rocks up to these guys and hands these guys a pay slip. Ball over the top for Ekatike. Has he got the energy? Oh, he's back in. Oh, I just need to get a foot with. Can he? Oh, it's all over the place. Offside. But like, there's some payroll clerk rocks up this Friday to these players and hands them a pay slip that says potentially 200 grand plus for some of these guys. And they're here tonight jogging around. Couldn't give a shit. We're saying here Alvarez has scored more goals for Atletico than more goals. Against no team has Alvarez scored more goals for Atletico than Barcelona, with the Argentinian netting 4 in total against Barca, as well as Real Madrid and Vallecano. Wow, serious player. Like, what's he trying to do here? Like, what's Dom trying to do there? Like, there's like 2 or 3 PSG players around. Then he puts his team in trouble, and fortunately for us, I should say, the pass is poor and runs out of play. But what is he doing? What has he done? Has the Prem become too soft for fouls now? We used to always say it about the other leagues, but the lads always look to be calling for fouls that are just fair tackles, not just pill. 100%, Ted. There's not. You look at Dom. Look at there with Dom. And then they get up and they're flapping the arms around and all this kind of thing. And Rashford just flashed a chance wide there after a ball from Yamal. Just try and get the ball on the deck and play it around and open up. And lovely ball from Kerkez into Ekitike. What's the support? Ah, come on, ref. You can't do that, ref. Lovely ball. Fairts. McAllister far side for Frimpong. Come on, Jeremy. Corner. Is it? Oh, no. Punch by the keeper. Cleared by PSG. Keeper. Little flashes at times, but again, it just feels so laboured, doesn't it? Sweet punch by the keeper as well. Saw an interview with Stevie G during the week. He spoke to Mo Salah and he thinks it's the right time. Yeah, it was on the overlap, wasn't it? Stick to football, Dave. Great interview with Stevie. Always speaks very well, Stevie. Always speaks very well. Wayward kick there from the PSG or from Armadashvili there going out. Left hand side throw in to PSG. Batter up the likes, lads, if you haven't done it. Absolutely smashed them up. Yeah. Well done, Jeremy. Or Joe. Oh. We really do look like we've checked out, don't we? At least we'll be fresh for Fulham. I was only saying it on the podcast. Dino, that there's not a game this season I've previewed. Not a game this season I've previewed where I've said 3 points. Not one game. Not Wolves, not West Ham, not any game. It's very good, David. Very good interview. It's good. That's 100% a free kick. How the fuck does the ref not see that? That's shocking. That's shocking, isn't it, Ted? That is shocking. Even as a rival, Ted, that's shocking. Yeah, it's real good, David. It goes into a lot of stuff, actually. Talks about the manager as well. Snapshot. Dave, he's saying that for the crack. He doesn't mean that will be fresh for Fulham. We'll be fresh to get pumped up by Fulham. Canate going on a mazy run? Jesus. Yeah. Free kick, Liverpool. $58 gone in the other game, folks. Still 1-0. Red card. Gilberassi, Barca down to 10 men. No change there. Look, it's so blatant, isn't it? It's so blatant, Ted. Look, how does a ref not see that? He's standing on his foot there, like, you know what I mean? So poor. So frustrating. We'll be fresh for another hiding. That's what we'll be fresh for. If we get top 5 this season, we'll have literally, it'll be because there's teams around us that are so bad, that are worse than us. It's not because of anything we're doing. We're not fighting for this. We're not trying to do jack shit here. 60 minutes gone. Is he going to make any changes here or what? Or is he going to stick with what he has? Seems to be a couple of chances here coming from Barcelona in this other game, even though they're down to 10 men. Rashford has had a chance. I think Yamal has had a chance and Fairman has had a chance. Listen to that crowd. My God. All the Saudi money given to the refs so their sponsor teams get through. Not bad shout, Don. Not bad shout. Was this guy reffing in the UAE at all or whatever? Hasted. I said it the other day. Literally around this time last season, right after that Carabao Cup against Newcastle. Good cover. Well done, Gomez against Kimi on the cover. Did well. But again, look at people who are asleep. Kerkez again, you know, too late in reading the game. Corner here coming in for PSG. We haven't seen too many tonight. Marquinhos up there. A couple of serious players up there. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, Ted. I just need to push out now, lads. Come on, out all the way. Yeah, like I said it like last year, like literally if we hadn't built up, if we had been in the title race last year, we probably would have shit the bed. We just literally limped over the line at the end last season. And it was generally because other teams drop off. It wasn't like we had built up a lead, but like so poor. Big up Daz. Big up Daz. Hope you're good, pal. Fancy Tommy Fleetwood for the Masters, yeah. Stay on the show, or I mentioned him to Darren. I said, big fan of Tommy. Nice fella, good player as well. Yeah. Be interesting to see. Look forward to watching it. Always love watching the Masters. See how they move the ball. Again, I mentioned it in the first half as well. But how they zip the ball around and they're always looking up for an opportunity to move things. And we're just kind of, at times, just a little bit stagnant, aren't we? Well done, Kerkez. Yeah, he's not a bad show, does. Not a bad show. It's just kind of gone a bit dead, hasn't it? Gone a bit dead, Keith, I would think. Just needs something to happen. Dropping very deep now. Nil. Game over. So. Yellow card for Biana off Atletico. And you know the funny thing, Slot will come out at the end after this game for the post-match presser, and he'll talk about how we had chances and if we had taken our chances and all. It's absolute bullshit. 2-0 game over, 100%. Tell Dazzler when you hear from him, Alex has got 2 out tomorrow at Aintree. I said to him last night, we were talking after the podcast, I said you had mentioned it. Did you hear what Gary Neville said, that he thought Liverpool's struggles shouldn't have been last year, but it makes sense that it is this year because I think Klopp mentality is gone. Yeah. Not wrong. You're not wrong. Not wrong. Are you still eligible for the Johnston Paint Trophy? At this stage, Mark, I take it. At this stage, Mark, I take it. You know what I mean? If they did community shields in the middle of the season, I take it. Then Bele should have scored that opportunity. He should have 100%. Instead of the usual shite after this, maybe players should fucking apologise and Slosh should resign. Just be over already. It's demoralising. It's 100%, man. It's 100%. Wait till I update it anyway. Wait till I update it for my sins. 2-0 and another goal, and this could be it. Just going to put Crava in. You all know who it is. On what, 60, 64, I think it was. It'll do. No one's going to really care anyway. Whatever you say. Unbelievable. Unbelievable player. See his footwork there and everything. Just hang on to 2. Look if you hang on to 4. Very highly, Daz. Very highly. I'm hot on this mania this year. I think it's going to be really good. I think so, Ted, because this is what he talks about every week. He talks about if we had taken our chances and this, that, and the other and all. This is what he talks about every press conference. Slot playing the violin and press conference later on. Oh yeah, he'll be talking about this, that, and the other, and you know what I mean. We need Isaac on. What's he gonna do? Fair's fucking limping around now, feeling sorry for himself. Can Liverpool grow a pair of balls and sack this manager tomorrow, please? There we go. Another City 4-0. Don't say that. Canate wrestling people to the ground again. He's absolutely fucking useless. He's just. Ball into the box, no one there. Ball into the box, no one there. Not a nice way to finish the birthday. Look, Dave, the birthday's the birthday. Don't let that. Don't let that. What are we up to here now? 70 minutes. Look, he's after skinning him alive and then he throws him onto the ground. How slow has Gravenberch been this season? They're so poor. Look, it's just so easy. Do you know what it is, Daz? I just don't really care at this stage. You bring Mo on and he literally does nothing. There's just nothing going on here. Penalty for PSG. Good Lord. It's going to get worse, isn't it? I asked for this guy to be sacked at the start of the international break when we still were in an FA Cup and we still were in a fucking Champions League spot and we were still fighting for a top 5 spot. And now we're out of the FA Cup. We're going to go out of the Champions League in a whimper. %. So bad. Look at this. This guy wants 300 fucking grand a week. Fucking 300 grand a week this guy wants. Actually, ref, send him fucking off, will you? Just get him off the fucking pitch. Like, it's unbelievable. Like, it's like this guy is sitting across a table from yous and Edwards saying he wants 300 grand a week. He wants to be paid Virgil van Dijk money. Sorry for the reference to Virgil van Dijk, but this is fucking like, what is he trying to do there? Does he not even understand the mechanics of how a fucking knee joint works? Don't tell me we got away with this. Did we get away with it? I am a little bit behind now. Surely. I don't know. No. We got away with it. Lucky bastard. I don't know, Dave. David, I don't know. Don't know if you make a change. No penalty. Man, we're after getting away with one there. We're after getting away with one. The fuck off, Canate, with your arm raving. Got away with one there. Now waving his bastard arms at the fans and all, like he's doing the business. 2-0. Sorlot on 70th for Atletico Madrid. This could be uphill for Barca's second leg. I know how they feel. Barca, I know how you feel, but we've 11 men. Go on, Kerkez. Go on, lad. Great pass. Oh. We're weak as Nats piss in front of goal, aren't we? We're as weak as Nats piss. Not sure he should have got away with it, though. I'd say probably when he got the ball, Ted, he hadn't really the foul. You know what I mean? Yeah, Jesus. Atletico get another goal here. This could be curtains for Barca. You know what I mean? Who would have thought it? Atletico. Not a huge amount of contact, but definitely something there. Yeah, I think a lot of the contact though came after he had cleared the ball, and maybe that's what got him away with it. You know what I mean? But fucking blessed, man, blessed. Fratetta in the Camp Nou taking notes. Why wouldn't he be? Hey, so me and you'd be there as well if we were in that position. You know, free trip paid by the company to the Camp Nou. 100%. I'd be there. Oh, Milos. What do we think, Chad? Is Kerkez the only guy tonight who could actually fucking stand up? I know he had a little bit of a Hakimi stuff and all, but like what's he doing? The fuck is that? Does this lad think this is like fuck around in the playground? This Ekatike lad? Does he think this is just a bit of fucking crack, like? They've been running through us, Ted, all season in that midfield. They've been running through us. All season teams have. Wolves did it. Brentford did it. Forest did it. They all ran through us. Shocking. What's look at these lads? Are these lads going into business for themselves here? Look at these lads going into business for themselves here. There's not a manager worth any ounce of credibility telling Canate to do that. This is mental. This is mental. Marcus Rashford off, Ferran Torres on. Crazy, Keith. Crazy. 2-0, 75 minutes gone. 2-0 in the other game as well. 74 minutes gone. These watch-alongs are actually pure punishment, aren't they? There's lads in the joy tonight don't have to endure this. Maybe they do. Come on, Verts. Keep on going. Lovely ball. Ekatike. Oh, man, just fucking take the ball and fucking shoot, will you? Just when the ball comes, you just fucking shoot, yeah? You don't have to try and dribble past fucking two players. Just fucking shoot. Just unload it. Yeah, where did he? Was he originally? Was he at? Was he at City, Ted? Wasn't he? Am I right? Did he go from City to there? Rikishi will run over Slot and say he did it for Keith. Rikishi would outrun most of these fucking poxy players here tonight. Fucking terrible. Another goal and this is done. Another goal and this is done. Is he not? He's not going to make any changes either, is he? 76 minutes gone. He's not going to give them any time to make any changes. What a beautiful ball that was. Unlucky for Pong. That was a real nice ball. Great idea. Just not reading it, but really nice. We're clutching, aren't we? We're clutching. The way off. King Lee, come on. Yeah, I was thinking that, Ted. City to Barca, wasn't it? Yeah. City to Barca. I think he was getting a bit more joy, wasn't he, before kind of the likes of Yamal and Lewandowski and stuff like that. I think he was getting a little bit more time initially when he went there. I think it was during remember that transitional time after Messi and stuff like that when they were financially hamstrung, I would say. He was the one, Ted, I remember, isn't it? Didn't they register him on the last day or something like that, or were they not going to register him or something like that because of their financial issues with the La Liga and stuff like that? I think that was the case at the time, wasn't it? Yeah. One of those players they delayed in that La Liga registration. Isaac gone. Curtis Jones goes. He's ringing the changes here now. Do you know what I can't believe? That all the work Klopp has done has disappeared after less than a year. Different manager, now a different team, different mentality. You know, at least you have your Vegas trip next week to enjoy, pal, and you don't have to watch the second leg of this trip. I'll be here for the second leg. I'll be here for the second leg on Tuesday, Paul. I will be here for the second leg on Tuesday. Don't worry about that. Yeah, Canada giving it the big I am after the decision and thinks we believe there will be a response. Can we forfeit the second leg and just go all out for the top 5? Were you confident we'd beat Fulham at the weekend? Listen, David, Slot has as many league titles as that Klopp fella. True. Good show. Mark, you read my mind. Oh, I tell you. That was Rafinha. They couldn't register him either. Yeah. Remember that? Remember they brought in a whole clatter of players and they were all just sitting there, and then there was huge talk that they had to Frankie de Jong. They were under pressure to unload Frankie de Jong and they wanted like 130 million or something like, and he was holding out as well because remember they owed him money from the pandemic or something like that. Remember they deferred wages and it was massive. They hadn't got the dough to pay him. So then he wouldn't leave unless either team, I think Hughes were involved in the time, wasn't he? He wanted either Hughes to pick up some of it and Barcelona to pick up some of it, and Hughes were having none of it then. Man, remember that like it was yesterday. That must be what, 5-6 years ago, is it? That's a real dig at Salah not putting them on. He's horrific, Dana. He's horrific. And you know what happens now, Dana? Because you do this, he'll probably play him against Fulham and he'll be crap. He won't give a shit. And then he won't pick him again then next week or something. Anyways, here comes the golden boy, Curtis Jones. This kid has it all. Destined for Jesse Lingard greatness. Love it. We need something to make us laugh on nights like this, don't we? We're doing the pro wrestling on Wednesday next week. I've no idea. I haven't. It's too early. Way too early. To warn out from worrying about next week's pro wrestling show. Yeah, Frankie, we wanted him and wanted mad money, and then he was out a couple of mil. He was out a good few mil, I think. It was big money as well, wasn't it? It was big money they had deferred. I think does 52 million come to mind or something like that, deferred over whatever it was. Something big. Crazy. Crazy. And then they had a whole bunch of players, didn't they? They had a whole bunch of players they were brought in, and like they couldn't fucking register them. It was mad. It was mad. There was talk at the time, remember, that they might even be kicked out of La Liga. And then La Liga shit the bed, of course, because they're going, kick Barcelona out. Come on, we need Barcelona, Real, and all these big games. Like, if you don't have Barca there, like, you know, it was mad. And then they pulled in, they do the Spotify thing, they pulled it out of the bag, and the stadium rights and all this kind of stuff and all, like the creative accountancy, as they say, creative accountancy. It was, Ted. It was silly money. Get out there, lads. Get out there. You can't cough up another goal here. Yeah, it was mental money, Ted. I remember what a save. What a save. What a save. What a save. Wow. And Mark, I'll get Stone Cold to destroy Liverpool bus with the crane like he did with the DX bus. What we need to do, Keith, to start giving, we should give bus tours around Liverpool on the Liverpool bus and charge people $9,500. That's what we should do. That's what we should do. I wouldn't be confident against Salford. It's bad, isn't it? That's when you know it's bad, isn't it? It's when you know it's bad. You know, you wouldn't be confident against anyone. And the thing about it is, remember the FA Cup draw, and we were thinking, oh yeah, right, we're after getting City, and of course Arsenal got Southampton and all, and Chelsea got Port Vale. And I was thinking, if we got either of them, we might be all right. And I'm thinking, Southampton probably would have bet us. And Port Vale probably would have given us a game. This is beyond the beyonds. Could we shithouse a goal here in the last 10 minutes and make it 2-1? I'm mad on for Simeone. I think that's Diego's son, isn't it? Giuliano. Isn't that his son playing from? Just subbed him off. Thanks, that bastard. Oh. How do we even do a fucking match reaction on this? What do we fucking talk about? There's nothing to talk about. I've seen Maidstone United string better passes around the box. Shout out to Maidstone United. Shout out to Maidstone United. We need kind of a mistake to go away, don't we? We need kind of a mistake to go away here. Just give us a goal back. Make the second leg interesting. Big up my brother from another mother. Will Cody be on the bus in Liverpool? Because then it's sort of that Liverpool vodka. The Liverpool vodka instead of the Wheatley vodka. That was nasty. Yeah. Can we all go for a deep sleep and wake up when this season is finally over for our sins? We could keep, but we'll miss WrestleMania. Come on, stand him up, stand him up. Look how slow Gravenberch is. The fucking grass eating him up. Grass just eats these guys up. I wonder can Atletico put another goal in there. I reckon Salah's equity will go down big time on the basis of this season. Like, look at it. It doesn't matter because he's going on a free, Dave. He's going on a free and he's going to hoover up all the signing on money and everything and all. This is, I don't know that the actual fundamentals of the deal. It hasn't really come out. Just the announcement from him that he was going and thank you to the fans and all that. But they must have been fucking dying to get rid of him. Dying to get rid of him. Dying. He's been throwing the toys out of the pram for a while now. Cody has Cody has champion has been less entertaining to watch than Pilcher. Careful, Ted. Look at Mo Salah, look. Look at the mush on that lad there now, picking up 450 grand a week. What's he got the fucking moan about? On a romantic few days away with Bren right now, but he's bet into you all night, Niall. Bit of healthy competition there, Neve. Is that what it is? Bit of healthy competition there. Enjoy the few nights away, folks. Have a blast. I heard just we're going away. Enjoy every minute of it. What a save. What a save. What a save. Best comment I've heard on a watch along. The people in the joy don't have to put up with this. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Do you know what this feels like? Remember in Love Hate when Niall Hughes gives Franna that pill cue right at the end of the show? That's what this feels like at the moment. Feel like I'm sitting on a fucking snap pill cue at the moment, watching this. Can't remember the last time we didn't register a shot on target in a game, considering the money invested into this, and we are this bad. Oh, God. I'd love the key, however. I'm in work at 5. Oh, he didn't save it. Probably hit the fucking bar or something, did he? Then ballet off. Now he signed a 2-year, didn't he? He signed a 2-year. No, but he's gone, Dave. He's confirmed he's going at the end of the season. He did the video. He did the video at the start of the international break saying he's going at the end of the season. He did a deal with Liverpool to go on a free. So he's obviously foregone the contract and all the wages now. What a save. Could have been 7, yeah. We are lucky it's 2. Niall just knows how to butter Brent's bread. I think if I started buttering his bread, he'd be fucking picking Nave. Look, we're in here again. Look at this. Look at Van Dijk jogging on the spot. Oh my God. Van Dijk fucking limping around like he just shit the bed there. Did you see Van Dijk trying to get back there? If there was ever a definition of some, oh my God. 89 minute we're in here. End this. Love Hey, what a show. It's on the player. Yeah, fantastic. Share out the Franner and Niall Hughes. What characters. I might stick on Benny Dorm next week instead of watching the second leg. But would you get the same entertainment, Keith? Would you get the same entertainment? Oh, on a free, I missed. That was my bad. Yeah, he's going. Yeah, he's going on a free. Obviously, we don't have to pay him the fuck off money to get rid of him, basically, you know. So, but then we don't get any money if he goes and signs for someone, and he has a free reign to obviously sign to wherever he wants, unless they've done some deal saying, you know, you can't go to United or Chelsea or Arsenal or something like that. I don't know. Not sure either. I'm not sure either whether he'll go off to like the Saudi League, maybe the MLS or something like that. Maybe the MLS, maybe the likes of Inter Miami or something might take him in, you know, over there with Messi and stuff, you know. He'd be they should be out of sight here, shouldn't they? This should be 4 or 5. Look at how soft from Van Dijk that tackle was. Like no intent in it at all. Couldn't give a shit whether he won it or not. They've checked out and they just don't care. They've checked out now and they don't care. Back to his Chelsea roots, Jesus. Frimpong coming off and Troy and Yoni coming on. Troy and Yoni's come on. Isaac was only back off an injury. Cody Gakpo probably. And like Mo Salah sitting there. If this isn't the 2 fingers, fuck you to Mo Salah. He's been shocking, Dano. He's been shocking the last couple of times he's made an appearance. I'm not too sure about that. He'll bring that madman, madhead energy, all right, but all four count now undies with that lad. We're in the first minute of injury time here. Look at this. Look at this. Don't do something stupid, Canate. He's a fucking liability, isn't he? Is he trying his best to get the manager sacked? Like, what the do you think, folks? Is that a pen? Fucking penalty check here. Look at this. Canate must have done the fucking Euro Millions this week or something, did he? Or was he saying no Venus? Was he down in the church in Liverpool lighting fucking candles before he left for Paris? The problem, though, is get him away. Get him away for who? Who do we get him away from? We literally have no one. Come on. Imagine we got a late goal here. No such luck. Like, yeah, but Ted, we've seen them given. We've seen them given, and a guy of his experience should fucking know better. And especially a guy who's already kind of got away with one slightly on the edge. He's not taking in any of those free kicks around the box at all. Sure, he's not. None of them are being given. I don't see. The problem with this is I can't see us. I can't see us scoring 3 goals. Full time, folks. 2-0. Kvaratskhelia and Dewey on 11. Kvaratskhelia on 64. Just coming up to full time as well in the new camp as well. But there's no way. Like this isn't the team with the mentality that went out and put 4 past Barca. We don't put that kind of number past teams. Not this team. And to be honest, if we push to score 3 goals, they will open us up and score more. Yeah, it's just. While you see the heat over the next few days over the Mo Salah decision, wait till you see the heat. It's going to be fucking insane. Like, they did nothing tonight. They showed nothing tonight. If this isn't a fucking advertisement to sack this manager and have a real conversation with these fucking players, like, this is so bad. So bad. Well, they expect them to go over now to the fucking players and expect them to fucking clap and all and stuff. That players would probably imagine how much some of those away fans tonight have paid for that trip to be served up that absolute plate of fucking hound crap. Shocking. What's the story with this guy? This guy walking around like Bronski beat small town boy with the white shirt and the pilot jacket on and all. The fuck is this, ladder? Yeah. Someone tell Richie Sadler we weren't beating 1-0 there last season. We actually won 1-0. We lost 1-0 at home and it went to pens. I think Liverpool fans will leave second leg next week if we go 1 or 2 goals down to send a message to the board. I would hope not, Keith. I would hope that it doesn't take that kind of reaction to send a message to the board. The board know well. They know what's going on here. You know what I mean? Like, do you actually think that someone has to walk out of a match to send a message to the board that change is needed? If they do, then we've got much bigger problems than what's happening on the pitch and in the coaching. We're in serious trouble. Total opposite of the mentality in the Galatasaray match. Unbelievable. We're going to need that type of mentality. But the problem is, I think if we open up when we're at home next week as well, I think they will score. And that's the problem. And if they score, we need 4 then, you know. We're not going to put 4 past these. Appreciate it, Dave. So I'll see you next week on the shows anyway, Paul. Before I go, I'm not heading off till Friday, so we'll be doing the wrestling show and all the preview for Mania and also. We'll catch you then. Right, folks, I'm going to go. Make sure you're liking and all that kind of stuff. I am off on Friday morning, Sharon. Do you get the first night tickets? I haven't got first night tickets yet. I don't know whether I'm going to do it or not. I'm not too sure. I'll see what happens over the next couple of days and stuff like that. But I have second night ticket anyway and a few other bits and pieces to do. So, yeah, but I'll chat to you all before I head off anyway. You know, there's already a protest in and outside the ground for ticket prices. The fans are turning on everyone. Yeah. David, I'm buzzing for Mania and chatting about it next week. Absolutely, 100%. Right, folks, make sure you're liking, subscribing, all that kind of good stuff. I'll be back tomorrow night at 9 with Darren for the Upper Tier Pro Wrestling. No, Thursday Tier Talk. And then we'll see what we're going to do, if we're going to do it on Friday or not. It's hectic times at the moment. But talk to you again real soon. Thanks for joining me on the watch along. Thanks for sharing this therapy session, let's say. Talk to you again real soon, folks. Cheers.